Hey guys, how you doing? This is Max with Pet Zone Tropical Fish. I want to update you on our weekly new stock. We got some really cool fish in today. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and get started. We got the Jardini Arowanas. These guys are beautiful. They grow to be around 3 feet in size. They are fast predatory fish and are great jumpers. They will be needing a tightly fitted lid, also known as the pearl arowana. As they grow, their scales have a nice little shiny pearl on them. Clown rasboras are an awesome schooling fish, nano fish that work well with dwarf shrimp. Same goes with the green fire tetra. These are a unique variety of tetra with their fiery bellies and tails and their beautiful green sparkly bodies. These guys here, the rasboras, the fire tetras, and the kitty tetras, they're all schooling fish and should be kept in groups of at least 5 so they can be comfortable in their schooling. The mono peacock bass. Now these guys are gorgeous. We haven't seen these peacock bass in a while. Happy to have them back in stock. The peacock bass is a fast predatory fish from South America. They get to a very large size. They are actually a variety of cichlid and not a bass, though they have a similar appearance to a bass. These guys can be kept in groups where they act like wolf packs. Really interesting. These are beautiful variety. The mono gets a goldish green kind of color on their body with those distinct stripes that come down from the back. The tiger narite snail and zebra narite snail are really cool. These are great snails as far as helping maintain algae growth in a tank, an aquascape. We definitely suggest keeping any snails in your aquascape. Lots of cool koi in. The koi fish has been popular for hundreds of years and kept for a very long time. These guys are a variety of carp. We have the different varieties such as the black koi and the assorted variety here. We do have the butterflies. The butterflies have the longer tails. Glowfish are really cool. These are a variety of tetra that have been spliced with bioluminescent coral DNA. These guys have a very vibrant and shiny look to them, and they are not unethically created. These guys will give birth to fry that look just like them with that bioluminescent color in them. Common plecos is always a good one here to help with eating algae. These guys get massive though, over a foot, and do produce quite a lot of waste, so be on top of that. Red claw crab is another fun one. These guys get about 4 inches from leg to leg. They're semi-aquatic, which means they have to have some type of rock or driftwood in order to be able to climb out of the water. They're known for their beautiful red claws. Freshwater snowflake moray eel is actually a variety of brackish water fish. They are a type of moray eel. Very interesting oddball fish with those pharyngeal jaws. They have poor eyesight, but they will take to any opportunistic available fish to eat, so be cautious of those. They will eat any fish that will fit in their mouth. The tiger barbs are a fun classic fish. These guys have been kept in the hobby for a very long time. We have the original tigers, the green, and also the albinos in at the moment. They can be a little territorial if you don't keep them in groups and you have them in a community tank. So be sure if you're going to be mixing these guys with tetras or any other type of community fish tank, you got them in groups so that they don't single out those other smaller peaceful fish. African dwarf frogs are a fully aquatic frog. These guys are so fun and they're just silly the way they jump around. Very hardy and easy to keep. You can keep them with other community fish such as tetras. The difference in the male and the females are a little plumper looking, and the males, they get a white bump underneath the armpit here. It's a way you can tell the sexes apart. The bamboo shrimp is one of the largest freshwater shrimps available in the hobby. They're interesting because they're filter feeders. They have fan hands, which they use to sift through the water and collect particles of food. They are very peaceful, and though they are one of the largest shrimps available, they can be kept with small, nano, peaceful fish. Red-tailed giant gouramis are super cool. They get massive with such a robust look to them. Once they mature, they get a big bump on their head. They're often kept with other semi-aggressive monster fish, such as arowanas and also flagtails. The green terror cichlid is a fantastic and beautiful cichlid. These guys can be kept with many other varieties of South American cichlid. Most notable is their pattern coloration and their beautiful finnage. They're just really a spectacular cichlid. The Galaxy rasbora and the Emerald Dwarf rasbora, these are both great nanofish. They do work well with dwarf shrimp. Dwarf shrimp, such as Neocaridina and Caridina, are so small that if you don't keep them with nanofish, they will get eaten by those other larger fish, so be cautious of that. These guys do appreciate being kept in groups of at least 5, these schooling fish. The electric blue balloon ram, these guys are interesting for their stout little bodies. They're a tank bred variety of ram for that. With that beautiful electric blue coloration and those red eyes, they are really just a fun fish. They do well with other community fish. Electric blue Jack Dempsey is a tank bred variety of the Jack Dempsey fish for their beautiful electric blue coloration and black spotting. They are a little different than the typical Jack Dempsey in that they're more docile and only grow to be around 5 inches or so. Really spectacular fish. They're a little bit more sensitive though, so be cautious with that. Neon Tetra is always a classic here. You can keep the Neon Tetras with the assorted discus. Our discus are beautiful. They're assorted because they, as you can see here, come in different varieties. In our assortment variety, we just kind of pick off what we have on hand, and that way we're able to offer them at a cheaper price. The SRD Flowerhorn Super Red Dragon. Flowerhorns are amazing hybrid cichlids, and we sell a lot of the larger varieties, which can be around $200 to $300. A little bit of an investment if you're not familiar with how to keep a flowerhorn, so starting off with a fry like this is an excellent way to really get accustomed to keeping flowerhorn. And you can watch them grow and progress in their beauty. Leucistic silver arowana are a very beautiful and rare variety of arowana. These guys grow to be around 3 feet in size. They are fast predators and are known to jump out of the water, so they do need a tightly fitted lid and very warm water of around 82 degrees. Leucistic is similar to albino, except albinos also lack pigment in the eye. Leucistic fish have that black pigment in the eye still, so that's the major difference between leucism and albinism. The albino giant gourami is another example of one of our albino fish. The giant gouramis, like I mentioned before, are really awesome. They get massive and just robust in their look and are often kept with other semi-aggressive monster fish. So Dumbo, what does Dumbo mean? As you can see here, they have very large pectoral fins, which is similar to an elephant ear. This is how they get the name Dumbo. They're also called elephant ears. This is the variety of the large pectoral fin, Dumbo beta and Dumbo guppy. The blue sparkle Medaka rice fish is a really cool variety of rice fish with a kind of blue, sparkly, pearly body. These guys are schooling fish. They're very hardy and can take different varieties of cold and warm temperature. They can be bred in the tank, and they're really just a nice fish to have in an aquascape. The green spotted puffer is a nice little puffer that grows to be around 4 inches. These guys are fully brackish, so keep them in brackish water. They do well with the figure 8 puffer and also other brackish water fish such as the silver-tip shark and the mono-seabay. Chinese high-fin banded shark, also known as the loach. These guys are interesting for their unique body shape and that tall fin. As they grow, the banded body fades away to a beautiful ruby red. They get over 3 feet in size, often kept with goldfish in ponds. More assorted discus, as I had mentioned before, these discus are beautiful and assorted so that we can offer these large, beautiful discus at a cheaper price. We also get weekly stocks of beautiful and rare varieties of plants. We got the Monte Carlo, the pink flamingo. You see these, how they come in cups like this. This is called a tissue culture. So the difference between something like this and something like this is that these guys are created in a sterile lab environment and put into these cups to stay sterile. This way there's no pests such as snails or things like that that can sneak into your tank on a bunch plant like this. A lot of people, when they create their aquascapes, are very meticulous about it and want to make sure that there's no pests, and also that their plants are very sterile so that their aquascape can stay beautiful and healthy. We have a lot of different varieties of carpeting plants, background plants, additional plants that you can glue onto rocks and wood in order to help create a beautiful aquascape, such as the Lobelia cardinalis. It's a gorgeous plant that is one of the few that grows natively in North America. This plant does great grown both submerged or immersed. When partially immersed in an aquarium or garden pond, the leaves show very intense colors and will even flower. Great as a mid to background plant, comes in a banded bunch. This one here, dwarf Sagittaria, often referred to as dwarf Sagittaria. They're easy to care for, making them a great choice for beginner aquarists. This plant is known for its versatile grassy texture that can be used successfully in a variety of aquascaping applications. And a lot of these ones here, like the vibrant colored pink, purple ones, they need a very high amount of CO2. CO2 is going to help them flourish and keep that beautiful coloration. A lot of these diverse aquascapes, they do need that CO2 supplement in order to help them just really flourish. We do plant bundles as well. Our Planet Tank junkies will get you some good pics for your tank so it looks good. These microfauna tissue culture cups are interesting. Your miniature ecosystem, set up your aquarium game with our microfauna culture cups. Specially curated for aquarists, these culture cups are a perfect way to introduce a diverse and thriving ecosystem into your tank. They are ideal for nano tanks, shrimp setups, or as a supplemental food source for fish. Really cool. This is a new thing we got going on we're excited about. And we have a lot of beautiful hardscapes available, such as these premium cereal stones. And lots of beautiful manzanita wood, like these Tom Barr. Tom Barr goes out and picks these by hand, specifically for beautiful aquascapes and biotopes. And we do have some workshops coming on here, jungle aquascape workshops. So these ones are going to be on March 24th at Saturday 12:30 and April 21st. The Junglescape Aquascape, let me see. Jungle aquascapes are minimalistic and an easy to maintain Planet Tank style that won't discourage you from getting into aquascape hobby. The plants are easy to care for and don't require high light or fertilizer. And our classic nature aquarium workshop. So this one is going to be on March 23rd, Saturday 12:30 and April 20th, Saturday 12:30. These ones are really cool. It's just an example of some of the stuff that they do in their workshop. Let me see here. This also comes with a beta credit. So after you build your aquascape, you do have a credit to pick up a beta at our store and put it in your aquascape. So this has been a quick update of our new stock, guys. Lots of beautiful new fish, such as the Jardini, clown rasboras, and those mono peacock bass that we haven't seen in a while. We also have a lot of really cool oddball fish in at the moment. If you have any questions about any of these fish or plants, go ahead and reach out to me and I can help you get that